Hello, welcome back to Voluminum. This is episode 34. I want to start this episode off a little bit differently, actually during a time lapse of me clearing out the area under the mothership and digging a kind of shape out that matches it to kind of give the area more aesthetic. I finished setting up all the beacons around, so I'll have beacon effects, haste 2, speed 2, and jump boost 2 at least, all around the base, and kind of the area around as well. But I also wanted to just kind of promote my Discord here. A lot of you may be unaware, I've been including it in my recent 3 or 4 episode video descriptions. Reorganized some of the channels here so I can kind of just promote myself and have all of my information here that is to do with my content. So I've just got, your general here, but I wanted to point out too that I have a videos and streams channel in here as well, so you are welcome to join and promote your streams or your videos here. Now, I'm not like others, I don't really mind people promoting their stuff, at least in my Discord or to me, on Twitch or anything like that. Some people don't like that, but the way I see it, the more the merrier, everyone has free time, they can watch other creators and the others, you don't have to just watch one person, you can watch other people, and I'm always kind of interested to find more and interesting content creators out there. So yeah, just wanted to share and promote the Discord here. I've got information channels up here, and you can be notified when I go live or when I upload YouTube videos, and there's also an announcement channel, and we also do a little bit of IRL talk in here, a little bit more down to earth. I have a Lion Wisdom channel to just promote positive vibes and good vibes and stuff like that throughout the day, just so you kind of positive and try and stay in good moods and stuff like that. We got a share your projects channel, gotta have a memes channel that's in here, your music, stuff like that. So yeah, head on over there, join the Discord, come and hang out with us. Alright, hope you enjoyed the time lapse. Things are looking much different down here where the portal is. So instead of it being completely dark, kind of above and around where this portal was, now it's just dark all around it and below it. There's no longer a floor right here, it's just kind of hanging out here. So let me get up here and I'll turn the camera right over on. Actually, let's zoom out a little bit. Yeah, so you can see it's looking a little bit different there, and this is just kind of hanging out here. Looking kind of weird. I've been thinking a lot about the dark spots that this thing is creating, and at least for now, I don't mind it on the outside here, nor do I up in the roof of this thing. A few people had a couple good ideas. Oh, you can't see anything above it, yeah. But down here we do have a problem. We still have bat spawning and possibly mobs if the mob switch wasn't already on. Over on here, you can see just how much is still spawnable, and everything down under this does need to be spawn proof in order for mob farms to actually work. Say I'll be AFKing in the middle, so when we build things like the slime farm and the general mob farm that'll be down lower in the world, we can kind of run those lines just straight down and in the ground somewhere and hide them. Same with the item transportation, it'll go in water streams and up the middle there through the ground, and everything else will need to be kind of transported in the air, but we'll try and hide as much underground as we can. But yeah, so we'll need to AFK in the middle somewhere here, and that means there does need to be a spot where we can load the farms while AFKing in that one spot, so I don't have to jump around and be in separate parts of the base to load separate farms. I want to be able to load all the mob farms I can in one spot. And just a reminder that we'll have on and off switches for obvious reasons. Wouldn't be a good idea to run multiple of those mob farms at once. You'll have reduced drop rates for the ones you're trying to get. So now what we need to do is decorate the land so it looks ugly. Yeah, so the land will need to look destroyed, obviously, and decaying away. All the trees under this had to go, obviously, and all the crops, because this being over top of them killed them all. And I thought of adding, you know, certain bits of fire around here and having the fire look like, but, you know, why would the ship burn the ground? I don't know. I'm kind of making this up as I go, if you can't tell. I'm either going to go with slabbing it or putting stone buttons, so we can just kind of hide the fact that we're spawn proofing it a little bit easier, like stone slabs and stone buttons. And then off in the caves and the stronghold here, it won't be as obvious that we're trying to almost prettify it. We can just light it up instead of spamming it with slabs and buttons. It'll be much easier that way. But in here, I don't want to use any torches. Right where we're standing here, I want this to be, you know, as good as I can make it look for it to be something that has been destroyed. You know, obviously all the grass up here, like I said, will need to be path blocked. So gonna get a lot of shovel use out of this. You know, places where there's stone will be buttoned off, stuff like that. And then as far as this thing goes, I want to actually build something decorative coming down from the ship and kind of hanging on to this. So it kind of signifies that this is there's a reason the ship landed here over this end portal, to kind of drain the earth, drain the world of all of its resources, and the end portal has resources to gain, and so does the nether portal right there. So maybe we'll have a nether portals mirroring that, and I want to have a little balcony to kind of walk off on here. So when I come to this side and kind of walk off the balcony and look down below if there's something down there. And I don't know, I really like the ominous feel of just being at pitch black below this. And this isn't the end product of this either. I kind of want to make this look a lot better with all these warped fences and planks. Doesn't look that great. All right, so I'm going to attempt to do some building on camera. Maybe get kind of used to this. So I want to place some blocks underneath the end portal, so it's obvious that it's kind of grabbing the end portal. So let's bring this out some. Of course one of you guys would spawn right when I'm... okay. Gonna knock you off there, buddy. Did he go? Yep, he's dead. Okay. Now there we go. Yes. Flexible block placement is your friend. Like this. Let's put one there. And here. Alright, so that idea was scrapped. It did not turn out how I thought it would, and I just thought I'd try something different, but I do like how the warped wart blocks kind of signify an energy coming out of the mothership and pulling down on the end portal there, so it's kind of anchoring and grabbing the end portal. So I like that it's gonna come down like this, and I'm gonna keep the kind of cradle that this is made here. Add some more blocks underneath as well, and change this little spot there out front of the portal. I don't like that. I'm gonna change that, but for now I want to show you what I've been doing. I've been spawn proofing over there a little bit and removing some trees. So I got a despawn sphere figured out. So this is the area in which everything needs to be spawn proofed, because I kind of placed myself where the control room will be. I haven't actually made the floor for it yet, but it'll be done. And you can see here, it's about 140. Y140 is where I'll be standing at the control room normally for all the farms. And that's where I'll be standing here in these coordinates. So I made a despawn sphere with mini HUD, and now I can figure out exactly where I need to spawn proof. So all the grass will be path blocked, and the trees, I thought it would be a cool design to have them be stripped. Some of the trees that remain, most of the trees I did chop down, but some of the ones that are left, I want to keep them with stripped logs. Like the bark has been blown off from the erosion from this and energy from the mothership and stuff like that. The path blocks will spread out to the despawn sphere that way, and some trees will be left like you see here, and some trees will be gone. Same with the dark oak here on the sides. Gonna keep landscaping here, and I'll see you in a bit. Well, it has been a bit. It has been a week maybe since recorded that last clip. Hey sheep, chicken. A lot of passive animals have spawned here because there's not much grass loaded in the world other than right here, right now. But soon that'll be gone. Soon all the grass will be path blocked. Started over there a pretty good bit. As you can see though, things are a little different. So I'm gonna fly around here, and there's a clear cut path kind of going around where the trees are separated between normal and stripped. And that's because these trees were close enough to the mothership that the bark has been blown off or burned off. However way you want to look at it, it's been directly affected by the mothership and the alien juju that's being dispersed coming off the ship. It's affected all of the trees nearby, and to be more specific, all of the trees within this despawn sphere have been affected. And the grass will also reflect that by being path blocked. A member of my Discord and a good friend, Mikami, has suggested something really cool. Well, he didn't suggest this directly, but he said it would be really cool to see some glass openings or crevices kind of opening up out of the ground here to kind of signify alienification of the mothership and the aurora that it's kind of putting off. And I thought that was a good idea. So I think all of the water here will be changed to glass and light blue glass, and all of the sand will be regular glass, will be glass, because enough heat will turn sand into glass. I don't exactly know what heat does to water. It evaporates it, right? So I could have it evaporate all the water, but then I'll have to spawn proof things instead. So I think I will have it just glass the water as well. So meaning I'll replace all of the water with the glass. You know, it's an alien ship, it doesn't have to abide by Earth physics. The heat and alien jujus coming from the ship will glass the sand, and all the water, it will be glassed as well. And if you were wondering how I was kind of doing these trees, it isn't as simple as it looks, because if you notice, I also had to strip the logs in the tree, because especially these birch trees, you can see easily through the leaves. And if I just left it like that, would look kind of funky. So I'd actually mine the logs and then put it in the offhand place. Not there. Place, strip, and then like that. So it was no easy task. It took a while, okay? And then you have trees that are really close to see like this. So I didn't want both of these to stay because obviously there's some space. I wanted to have a clear, made it clear that most of the trees went, and the ones that stayed, you know, kind of far and few between. So I didn't want two right next to each other. So I would say cut this one down like so, and then would strip this one. Whoops, like that. So this tree would stay, but then you've got these leaves that will now not decay because there's logs here. So I had to go through with shears and shear off all the extra, and I didn't do a perfect job because you can still see kind of some funkiness with the trees that are left, but that's okay. I kind of like it. It kind of adds to the weird looking effect that it's done to all these trees. So I have a lot of ideas kind of bouncing around, and you know, like I said, the stone will have stone buttons and stone slabs covering it. All of the granite and diorite will be dealt with similarly. The ores, you know, same as well. So basically, it's a decorative way to spawn-proof everything, but it doesn't look that great either. But I think this whole area, not just in the despawn sphere here, that needs to be spawn-proof, but the whole area around that's in render distance will be affected by the mothership and the rest of the ships in the area that will have farms in them. You can see I've got a box here. This is for next episode. You'll see what that turns out to be. But if I turn back on mini HUD, let's turn slime chunks on. Let's turn that off. I think I need to do /seed. There we go. You can see we've got a slime chunk right here by the base. I got one there as well. So I just have to decide which one of these slime chunks I want to make a farm out of, and we've got one right here. We can pull the drops from it right up into the ship. So that's really cool. But yeah, let's do a little before and after so we can see the effect, because I didn't just bark the trees or debark the trees. I also cut down a majority of them. So it's kind of killed most of the trees, but the ones that have been left have had the bark, you know, kind of blown off of it in a sense. Same with the dark oak trees as well. Okay, so this is a backup of the world from a little while ago, and this is obviously before I dug the area under it. But as you can see, all the trees here in this area, a lot of trees. You can see how many that were taken down. So this is kind of a before. And after. So you can get a good sense of how many trees were taken down in the landing of the mothership, and also kind of the scale of the area. You can see the land a lot better now. The hole underneath. The view from up here is nice. Okay, well, that will do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of a more laid-back episode, I guess, because I just kind of dug and talked about plans for the area and more of the lore of what's going on here. And I had some people point out that lore in the single-player world especially is pretty cool still and pretty good. I think it's good, healthy for the world to be imaginative when you're alone. So yeah, this area is going to really be fleshed out in due time. But I got some other ideas for other parts of the world as well, and redstone stuff, not just decorative. So that's coming up pretty soon. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.